Greetings and welcome back to Pinball Help. This is maybe part 4, or maybe I'll merge it with part 3. I'm working on the Simpsons Pinball Party, and we've got this weird problem where the ball just starts to, in the game, when I hit a certain shot, it would kick all the balls into the shooter lane. I'm not convinced that it was tied specifically to that shot, but I did pull out the switch matrix and I took a look at it. So here is a shot, the upper left vertical up kicker. If you shoot the garage strong enough, it goes into that, and that's the up kicker to kick it up to the upper playfield. That seems to be the shot during the game when I played it in the previous part that kicked on the other things. It's possible if there's a switch matrix issue with diodes that it could be triggering this 5-ball stacking opto. One of the problems with this game is I don't know the program code. I don't know what conditions kick a ball into the thing. So that's why you got to start the switch test and just see what's happening. What I noticed in the switch test was I hooked up this manually and triggered it, and I couldn't get it to trigger any other switches. So I'm not convinced. I think it might have just been an isolated incident, although it was pretty consistent for a moment there. What I did notice is that switch 14, this one occasionally goes on. This is an actual opto. I looked at the game and I realized it's mostly regular switches there in the ball trough. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 switches, but there is an opto, and you can see it right here. There's 2 optos for right underneath the vertical up kicker, and one to show if there's a ball stacked on top of it. I think it's that lower one that might be malfunctioning. That's the most common thing when you're dealing with optos, and optos in the playfield, the ball trough. If they start to malfunction, that'll signal the game that the ball's missing, and it'll try to kick another ball out or something like that. So the simplest thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to take a good look at it and maybe replace the LED, the transmitter. It's usually the transmitter that is the problem, because that's on all the time as long as the machine's on. So it's a part that will likely wear out. So stay tuned, and I'll pull this thing off, and we're going to take a look and see. One of the things I will like to do is I'll tap on things. I'll tap and switch test and see if I can get anything to ghost. Sometimes that'll do it, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So we're going to deal with the most common denominator, which is going to be those 2 optos right there, and we'll see if we get this thing fixed. Stand by.